Within our Conscious Business Academy, we have a number of pillars, and one of them is the conscious marketer. There's no firm definition of such a position in my mind, and possibly no need, because consciousness is an awareness, a taking of responsibility. It's a continuing development. I suggest the technology industry is in many ways pioneering new paths in conscious marketing. So who better to discuss it with than the leader of the Fintech Marketing Association and Chief Marketing Officer of Goldex, Tom Newbould. Welcome, Tom.
Hi, Malcolm. Thanks very much again for having me, and it's great to be here.
Tom, I said that the technology sector is playing its part in consciousness, especially through lessening environmental impact. What's your thoughts here, and how are you going about it at Goldex?
Well, Malcolm, going back probably to 2006, I was very lucky to be given responsibility for environmental positioning in addition to my marketing duties in an ex-Procter & Gamble business called Attends Healthcare. So it's something that's always been top of mind, I think, in the way that businesses have developed. I think right now, obviously, environmental footprints for businesses, and particularly at Goldex, is minimised through no business travel, 100% work from home, 100% virtual meetings and communications, which is great. Beyond that, I think fundamentally, at Goldex, we enable people to buy gold from the comfort of their own homes without any need to travel anywhere. And all our gold is held in remote vaults. So, there's no delivery impact from the product. So I think those two things fundamentally help us to have a lower environmental impact from the start.
Now, the environmentalist and the true environmentalists would counter this with saying, yes, but the data centers consume vast amounts of power. How do you answer that?
Well, I think our payload, in terms of the data we use, is actually very minimal due to the efficiency of our technology. I mentioned, and I'd refer to the 1,000 transactions it's able to handle per second. So that means that we don't generate a huge drawdown on power. And then I think fundamentally, when you consider we're an app, we sit on people's mobiles, which are typically already on. We're at their fingertips. So they're not even having to turn on a PC or a laptop to even access us. So that gives us, I think, various proof points in terms of our environmental considerations.
Excellent. Now, conscious marketing, in my mind, is not just about environmental issues, but it's many other things such as thinking customer, doing things right from a customer viewpoint in help and service. Again, how are you achieving this at Goldex?
Yes, absolutely. Not only do we have a wealth of information in our blog and news section, in addition to our trade recommendations, we've just launched our Goldex Gold Academy, which has a wealth of gold lessons and is completely free, whether you're at beginner, intermediate or advanced trading level. So we see that as a big part of how we can go above and beyond for not just our customers, but anyone out there who's interested in exploring gold trading. You don't have to become a customer of Goldex to access that information. In addition, as the first gold retail trading platform in the world to embrace and adopt the retail gold investment principles designed by the World Gold Council, we can demonstrate that we truly are, and excuse the sort of pun, we truly are delivering a gold standard in our market. So we've made these steps and taken these steps to go beyond what our customers want. And in addition, we're constantly talking to our customers and constantly, asking them what they need and what they want to see. So it's a sort of co-creation process that continues, all the time.
Now, I've got an interesting question for you. Do you think there can be too much marketing automation? For example, I know your CEO, Sylvia, hates chatbots as being too impersonal. What's your thoughts here?
Well, in that case, I think the bad news is that 80% of companies are planning to deploy some sort of chatbot by 2020, I read recently. And also 43% of people who use digital services and financial services have said they prefer using chatbots or live chat to address some of their problems. So, on a personal note, I've seen some really excellent chatbots, which have enabled me to get very quick answers to the questions I had, and it's a very convenient way of accessing the customers, the information that I need. However, I definitely agree with Sylvia, my CEO. in that there are a lot of terrible chatbots or badly implemented chatbots where in reality they're absolutely useless and you've got no way of escaping them and getting directly to a contact method to ask the company the questions that you really want to know the answers to. So in other words, in those scenarios, the company is rather hiding behind chatbots rather than using them as part of a customer engagement or customer information process. I think automation by definition should be about efficiency. It shouldn't be a shortcut which isn't beneficial to the customer. So getting it right is about enhancing a customer experience. Using a chatbot to translate and take a customer into a happy mode rather than taking them into a situation where they're very frustrated because the chatbot in an almost robotic, well, in a very robotic way, is giving them the wrong answers or not giving them the answers that they're really looking for. So my message would be to any business, don't see it as a shortcut measure, but use it as part of an investment in a total customer journey and make sure that you automate it and integrate it properly.
Good thinking there. I suggest that one of the ways of countering what we may call loneliness in this new normal is to build a community around a brand or a product that fosters loyalty and commitment. Is this something you're aiming for at Goldex?
Yeah, very much so. I think by virtue of being the only marketplace of our kind and the fact, we exist simply to find our customers the best price at any time generates a loyalty in itself, since ultimately we're a service provider. So customers use us because they trust us, because they realize what we provide fundamentally. However, we go beyond that by delivering this added value in the form of our online blog, our news features, our trade recommendations, and now our Goldex Academy, where customers can develop their knowledge about gold trading and the gold market in general. So I think because we invest so much effort into this, in turn, our customers value us far beyond the core service. And therefore, what we hope is that they'll love our brand. And, the evidence suggests that they do love our brand and remain loyal to our brand.
Excellent. Now, just before we move on to your final question, Tom, I just want to remind viewers that behind me is the URL to go and find out about Goldex, and especially the Goldex Academy. Tom, we're at early days in conscious marketing, I believe, or understanding of conscious marketing and its value and impact. Give me 3 things that you think that we all in marketing need to do to bring it to reality.
I think absolutely understand your business inside out. So from the vision and mission, the product or service, to your colleagues, to customers and what they want in the category, understand all of these things, because this helps in itself to avoid wasting anyone's valuable time, any money, any resources, and it creates its own implicit efficiency. And then secondly, I think be hyper conscious of waste and minimizing it at every opportunity. Become as cost conscious as a marketer as your CFO. Make sure that your own footprint is reduced as far as possible by reducing travel, holding as many meetings virtually as possible. And I guess, we're all very conscious of this right now, and we should all be very good at that now, which is a great thing for when we get back to whatever normal looks like in the future. And then I think always do the right thing. So, ensure that descriptions, copy, messaging is accurate, clear and truthful. So it sounds very obvious, but only recently, I think on Monday, I saw something marketed as free when clearly it wasn't free, and the free referred to a 1-week free trial. So I think there's absolutely no excuse for misleading people or what I'd call shady advertising. It just shouldn't happen. And they're my 3 thoughts for, conscious marketing.
Tom Newbould, CMO of Goldex, you truly are a conscious marketer. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks, Malcolm.